If you're building a home lab, working with a Proxmox, or trying to actually understand networking instead of just plugging things in, this video is for you. I'm using a pfSense because it's lightweight, flexible, and gives you full control over your network. You can see how the traffic flows, create a firewall rules, and later work with things like VLAN, VPN, and routing. Things a basic home router doesn't let you do. pfSense can run on a bare metal, a mini PC, or as a virtual machine, which makes it perfect for learning and lab environments. In this video, we're going to install the pfSense as a virtual machine on the Proxmox and connect it to the separate WAN and LAN networks so it can act as a main router for the lab. This system has a multiple network interfaces, so I'm using dedicated interface for WAN and LAN to keep everything clean and easy to understand. We'll build things like VLAN and DMZ later, but for now, we're focused on creating a solid foundation. So quick recap, this is my PC that I'm sitting at, which is connected to the layer 2 switch, and that is getting the connectivity from the main router and the IP address. NIC 0 will be used as the WAN side for the pfSense, and then NIC 1 will be used internal for the LAN side in order to create the bridge. So first, this is the Linux bridge, VM Bridge 0, and that is attached to NIC 4 with this IP address. Now, because this is going to be the Linux bridge for the Proxmox, so I don't need to enter the IP address. This is going to be WAN side. The pfSense will get the IP address directly from the main router. So I'm going to leave this blank, leave everything blank. And for the WAN side also, I don't need to click on the VLAN aware. It is important that I need to assign which is the NIC 0. Also, before actually I continue, I just want to show you one more thing. As you can see over here, whether it active yes or no, you can see that it is not active, it is down, and we can also see it from the command line to see if the status of that NIC is up. So right now the status to the state is down. We want to make sure the state is up. We go back to the network and we were creating the Linux bridge. VM bridge 1 is fine. You can name anything. That's fine. I'll leave that as a default. That's fine. And then this is going to be 0. VM. Okay, I can name BR bridge WAN or pfSense. So this is going to be the WAN side. So I'm going to create that. This over here, apply the configuration. Okay, if you do not apply the configuration, is still not active then. As you can see over here, the NIC 0 becomes active. So now I'm going to create the LAN sign. Once again, I'm not going to give any IP address over here. And I am going to be creating multiple VLANs here. So what I need to do is I need to create a VLAN aware. So yes, I'm going to be assigning multiple VLANs to this port. So the next is NIC 1. VM, and that is going to be LAN pfSense, or so I have to apply the configuration. So we're going to head over to the pfSense website and we're going to download the installation, the ISO image, and the website, it is called pfSense.org. You click on download. You also need the 7-zip. This is the ISO image that I need to mount to my Proxmox ISO image drive. Click on it and upload the ISO image right here. So I'm uploading it to my ISO. We're going to create the virtual machine for the pfSense. Okay, we're going to leave that default. I don't have any other node available. That's the only node available. For this one over here, we can leave that as default. Firewall. Yeah. We're not attaching it to the high availability, so we'll leave that unchecked. Okay, we don't need to worry about selecting any resource pool. Now firewall, and we click next. So I know that I have my ISO image located under the NFS. We can leave that default. For the pfSense, I can leave that as default. I can also select the UEFI also, but I'll just leave that default. 32 GB for the disk image is more than enough. Moving on to the next point, we'll leave everything default. We can leave the socket and the cores again, lab router it is, not going to take that much. So we'll leave that default, go to the next. We could leave this as well also, 2 GB RAM for the memory. And if we do later on need to increase it, we can also increase it after. And for the network, I'm actually going to disable this. So I'm not going to attach the network right now. So I don't need to attach the network right now. So I'm going to do that. And then we go into the next and then we confirm. And then after that, looks fine. We can basically, we want to make sure we don't start the machine yet. So we can finish it off. The machine is ready. Going into the hardware, and I'm going to add the network. So over here, I put the comment there. So yes, I can actually see it. Then I'm actually selecting for the WAN side. So I'm going to select the WAN side. pfSense is a router that is doing routing. So I can maybe uncheck VLAN tagging over here. This is the WAN side. So I'm not creating any VLAN tagging for this. For the model over here, I'm going to select Intel E1000. This actually works better, what I notice compared to the others. I'm just going to leave that. Click on add, added the VM bridge one for the WAN side. Now I need to add one more network interface card for the LAN side. And then once again, if you remember from previous, then now we're selecting from VM Bridge 2. Once again, I'm going to keep that as Intel E1000. pfSense router is ready to start. This is the WAN side for the Net 0 VM Bridge 1, and this is going to be Net 1 VM Bridge. And now we're going to start the virtual machine and go to the console and we can start the machine. Okay, so we can hit enter to accept. Hit enter. We can leave it in auto ZFS. Hit enter. We'll install the pfSense. Hit enter. Because I've got the single disk, I don't need to worry about the creating the RAID. So hit enter again. And this is saying that yes, it is going to install. So first I'm going to select by hitting the space bar, enter. And this is saying, okay, last chance before it destroy. I'm going to say, okay, that is fine. I'm going to destroy it and it's installing the pfSense. So I'm going to hit enter to reboot. We're back online. Our pfSense is up and ready. And you can see that from the main router, the IP address has been given to the pfSense WAN side. We're going to assign this IP address 10.10.10.11. But right now it is the DHCP IP address has been issued from the main router, which is this 10.10.10.107/24. And this is the LAN side. I could change the IP address over here for the WAN side and also for the LAN side as well. But for the WAN side, I could also assign the IP address from the my main router. So I just assigned the static IP address for this pfSense lab router on my main router. So what I'm going to do is right now, I'm just going to reboot this machine so that way it can get that static IP address. Number 5, and on reboot, yes, it is normal reboot. So reboot has been completed and you can see that the static IP address that I assigned from the main router is been given to this pfSense router. So let's assign the IP address for the LAN side. The LAN management IP address will be VLAN 100, which is 192.168.100.0/24. That will be the network. So that is number 2 we select. And now it says that configure IPv4 address LAN interface via DHCP. No, we wanted to actually assign static. So what we wanted to do is we say no. So assign the new LAN IP address for the LAN side, and that is going to be 192.168.100. It is going to be the subnet mask of 24. enter that. And then because this is the LAN side over here, so I'm just going to press enter for none. Yes, for now, otherwise it's going to ask me. DHCP server on the LAN side, we could enable, but we're going to actually do that from the interface side, from the pfSense LAN side, or we could actually assign it here as well. I'm just going to make it easy. I'm just going to do that actually from the GUI side or the interface side. So I'm going to say no for now. Do I want port to HTTP? No. So for the LAN side, the IP address has been set admin and the password is pfSense. It welcomes me. Then I'm going to press next. That is going to be lab firewall. Okay. I'm going to leave that default. Maybe I'll change it after. We can leave everything blank for now. We go to the next. I could select my local time zone and I'm in Toronto here. So there. So now it says, okay, for the WAN side, we'll leave that as DHCP because my main router is going to be providing. Okay. And yeah, we leave that. And we have assigned the IP address that we said. So we leave that also as well. We can assign the IP address here as well. So if we want to change the IP address for the admin password. Okay. And I'm going to reload. And I can close this for now. Okay, so this is my WAN IP address and this is my LAN side. So what we need to do is we need to actually update to the latest version. So what we can do is we can click over here to find the updates, obtain the update. This is the update available right now. I'm just going to click on download. Previous is stable. So which one you want to update to? I want to update it to my to the current stable, and I'm going to click on confirm. And it was admin. So there you have it. The pfSense is up and running. We can see that it is on the latest version. In the next video, we will be configuring the VLANs also. From the LAN side, it says the DHCP server is not enabled, so I need to enable it. So for the address pool for the client, what I usually do is I start from 100. I usually keep the DHCP range from .100 to .45, and then prior to that I usually keep the static client IP address. We can leave everything blank. We can and I'm going to save that. Apply changes. So there you go. We have set up the pfSense on the Proxmox. We have created the WAN address and we have assigned the IP address on the LAN side. And we have also set up the DHCP server. In the next video, we'll be configuring or setting up the firewall rules. And we're also going to create VLANs and we'll also test the client machine to make sure that it is getting the IP address from the DHCP server from this lab router. If this video helps you, hit the like button, subscribe, and leave the comments if you have any questions. And until then, we'll see you next time then.